he's already come out, Griezmann said he's not quite happy on the left.
Well, good luck.
So what did he think was going to happen when you go to Barcelona when Suarez and Messi are there?
Yeah.
Where did he think he was going to be playing? I mean,
But I wonder if he finds himself on the bench. I mean, if I'm Valverde, I'm working on Dembele.
Mm-hmm.
We know he has his problems, usually in his own head. He's had some injury issues, but he's a hell of a talent. If you can just get him focused, he's a more natural fit. And then Griezmann might have to accept, if everybody's fully fit, that he's going to play apart from the bench when Luis Suarez, who might need a rest now and again, whether it be in-game or a rotation, and Griezmann's that player that comes in and plays the central role, whether it be in the last 20 minutes or in a cup competition when Valverde decides to rotate it. But there's certainly one thing we know, he's looked so out of place in all the games he's played on that left-hand side.
How do we assess Inter?
in his shock move, Conte takes over, plays 5 at the back, and tries to break. I mean, really? Is that such a shock? It's exactly what he did when he went to Chelsea.
But it worked, didn't it? First half, they were great.
Oh, I wasn't saying it didn't work.
Right.
But you're saying, how do we? We knew exactly what they were going to do.
Right.
100%. And again, the way this guy, particularly in his first year at Chelsea, motivated them, and he's doing exactly the same with this lot. You know, when he's standing on the side barking, I mean, we can hear him in the commentary barking. So his players right now are 1,000% behind him.
Right.
They're going to run all day for him, and they're going to defend for him, and they're going to have numbers back whenever they play the big boys. So, in terms of the way they were set out, not a shock whatsoever.
I would say, as Inter look at how this game worked in the end and how it panned out, it's a wasted opportunity for them, because Barcelona was all sorts of wobbly in the first half, and they were there for the taking, and there were opportunities, and Lautaro Martinez had one, and Sensi had another one, and Candreva got a goal called back, and there were moments in which Inter, if they had just been willing to take just a little bit of a risk going forward, which hadn't been much of a risk if you think about the fact that Barcelona was not threatening. It's not like Barcelona was creating chances left and right in the first half. So if Inter just committed a couple of more numbers forward, there was an opportunity here to just kill the game. They didn't, and then in the end, they were hanging on, hoping just to get a draw. They weren't good enough to do so.
No Lukaku. Did that make a difference?
Might have done.
Yeah.
Might have been able to sling a couple of balls in the box and use his physical presence. You never know, but I think he's got to be pretty happy with what he's... You know, all right, they've lost in the Camp Nou, but he's got a perfect start in Serie A against weaker opposition, but it's still a perfect start. Now, we know they're not as good a side as Juventus. They haven't got as good a squad as Juventus, but ultimately they're trying to challenge for the Scudetto this year. So, you know, it's a work in progress, but second half was a bit of a realisation how, you know, against a Barcelona team that are far from their best, we're still able to dominate them pretty easily in the second half.
Earlier on in the day, Borussia Dortmund with a win away, registering their first win of the group stages, beating Slavia Prague. So the question is it those top two who are going through? Ali?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
That's what it was in the beginning, and that's what's going to be in the end. And just flip-flop Barcelona, they'll be first, Borussia Dortmund will be second. I just don't think that you can trust Inter to come up with a big result as this competition gets a little bit further down the road.
That weekday one result is going to have huge impact, isn't it, you feel?
From Inter?
Yeah.
And we were talking about it before we came talking about Lukaku. He missed a sitter at the end of the game from a header. He headed it straight at the Slavia Prague goalkeeper after they got it back to 1-1. It's going to come down to their 2 games against Dortmund. Yeah. That's the bottom line. And Dortmund open attack and free-flowing. Inter, more a stifling kind of approach. Let's see if that works. I think it'll be close. But I'm 50-50 who goes through in second place.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.